Hello and welcome to You've Seen It Before, movie reviews with connections in mind. It seems in this day and age that sequels are the norm. All we get are sequels, and even more sequels. Sometimes we just want a standalone movie once in a while. Now, that's not to say that a sequel can't be good and a huge success, judging by Disney's latest sequel, Finding Dory. A heartwarming story that revisits the old characters of the first film, Finding Nemo, while our protagonist goes off on an adventure, encounters some new friends, or in this case, old friends, and eventually returns with her new family and reaffirms her ties with her friends. Sound familiar? It's because you've seen this movie before, and from the same studio. Finding Dory falls right into line with Disney's cookie-cutter formula for sequels, as evidenced by the number of similarities this film has with another Disney sequel, Toy Story 2. Thankfully, both of these films turned out to be as good as their original films, but that doesn't mean that these two aren't basically the same film. Fair warning, this review will contain certain spoilers of both Finding Dory and Toy Story 2, so if you've not seen either of these films yet and want to wait until you have, stop the movie at this point. With that in mind though, let's begin.
Here we go again?
No, not again.
You've been fooled.
How long have we been doing this?
Once more unto the verge.
And again until we're both dead. Hi, I've lost my family.
Where did you see them last?
I forgot.
I was looking for something and Okay, totally get it. Date night. I suffer from short-term memory loss. It runs in my family. At least I think it does. Where are they?
Dory, there you are!
Guys!
Look out!
Oh, look at this!
Finding Dory has us start the story 1 year after the events of Finding Nemo. Dory has become a member of the family alongside Marlin and Nemo on the reef, and life seems good. Then a traumatic event is brought back to the surface in Dory's mind, and she sets off to find her parents. Marlin and Nemo end up helping Dory get to the Marine Life Institute, where she meets up with some of her childhood friends that she had forgotten about. Marlin and Nemo make some new friends, and through a series of fun events, Dory eventually reunites with her parents, and the movie ends with the family returning to the reef, augmented with her new family and friends. Now, this may not sound familiar on the surface, but this is basically the same plot as Toy Story 2, another of Disney's big-selling sequels. Let's start with the obvious points and go from there. Both movies are sequels that focus on the family of one of the main characters. In Finding Dory, we focus on Dory's parents and finding them. Toy Story 2 has Woody discover his family of sorts that he too didn't know he had. Both films also have the side characters attempt to free the main character from perceived danger. In Finding Dory, we see Dory, upon reaching the Marine Life Institute, get snatched by a human, and Marlin and Nemo have to go to great lengths to save her. In Toy Story 2, we see Woody get snatched by Al, and Woody and Buzz and the gang have to go to great lengths to save him. Interestingly enough, both of these films also involve the side characters utilizing some sort of duct or pipe to reach the main character. Next, both of these films involve finding new friends on their adventures and eventually bringing them home at the end. In Finding Dory, we see Dory interact with Hank the octopus, Bailey the beluga whale, and Destiny the whale shark, all of whom end up out at the reef by film's end. In Toy Story 2's case, we see Woody interact with Jessie, Bullseye, and Stinky Pete, and Buzz and the gang interact with another Buzz and a few Barbies as well. While Stinky Pete and the other Buzz don't make it back to the home, the other characters are in some way instrumental to the plot, and by the film's end they are also at the reunited at home. Finally, both films also involve a main character needing to be saved from going to a faraway place by film's climax. In Finding Dory, we see Marlin and Nemo get stuck on a truck heading for Cleveland, which Dory and the gang must help save them from. And in Toy Story 2's case, we see Woody get stuck on a plane to Japan, which Buzz and the gang must help him get saved from. Now, none of these parallels should make you not want to see Finding Dory. Toy Story 2 was a very fun film. It had a lot of great stuff thrown in that made it just as good as the original. Finding Dory, since it's very similar to Toy Story 2, also hits all the same points. It has some fairly constant action throughout, it doesn't really get bogged down in anything, and it has some very tender moments thrown in, which, if you don't react to it, it could be a sign that you have a heart of stone. All in all, though, Finding Dory is a great film for both young and old, but just remember, there's nothing new under the sun, and yes, you have seen it before. Until next time, thanks for watching.